we live?
I'm finna
And
reach some.
we're going.
Are we,
And
we're
it's in the.
good?
Oh, we all
Yes,
live. We all live. We
sir.
all live, baby.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Yep.
this kind of was a
You're
spur of the moment
is
thing, but you know what got to happen when the fifth quarter game come back.
Amen.
Hey, bro, we're
Move the
back live
poppy.
and direct with the pod. Hope y'all all staying safe. We
Here
haven't
we
had a
go.
pod in almost 2 months. A
Hey,
lot has
we're
changed. A
back
lot has
though.
happened.
Crazy.
But we're
Aha, aha.
but we're back, man. Everybody in the call, introduce yourselves for sure. Oh, y'all know me. Y'all know the voice. It's Vic. So yeah, everybody else will slide in. I don't think they. I
Y'all
don't
know
think
the
they
Who?
vibes.
see
It's
it.
Mark. I mean, you already know the vibes.
Okay, okay. You know, it's your boy Mike. You up in the thing?
Aha, aha. It's your boy
Hey,
Fazo in this junk.
hey, last but not least, it's A.
Yes,
Every
Yes,
time.
sir.
sir.
Hey, we in this thing. We don't really have a topic list. We kind of just we've been talking a lot of sports, and we really just been fiending. Like I'm talking about like drug addicts. I'm talking about we
Fiending,
want to get to that fiending to
fiending.
get that fifth quarter work, man.
Hey
Fiending to give
man.
y'all that fifth
I got
quarter
my
business.
line of coke ready.
You know, bro,
Yo.
they can't know. Y'all,
Already, already.
yo,
Yo.
man,
Oh no!
Oh,
yo,
Damn,
bro.
how we gonna put
For
a
some
card
reason,
in
that
them?
card meme we started is comedy. Like I catch myself like whenever I see BS on the camera, I'm like I get to chopping up my hands. I'm like, this crack, man. I don't know if anybody else do it, but bro, that joint is comedy, like real life
bro, what?
comedy. I'm talking
Hey,
about
man.
really have you geeking, like for real. But I guess we could start off with with a little bit of a topic. We can start off talking about Last Dance, talk about Jordan and his greatness. I didn't watch last week Sunday's episode. I was at work, but I have watched all
I
the other
actually did
episodes
not
since.
watch.
I
I
haven't
watched
watched it
I've
in
it
a
watched
while.
every
episode two.
single episode
Oh god, I haven't
since.
watched this since episode 2.
Man, crazy! I've been tapped
It's
in. That
awesome,
boy
bro.
Jordan is a
Hey,
menace.
crazy
Like
stuff.
I already kind of knew like about Jordan's legacy and all that because like I'm not a basketball historian, but like I'm a huge fan of the game. So I've done my like fair share of actually like watching like all highlights and stuff like that. But like seeing like an actual insight like behind the scenes is really awesome to see that, you know? And it really makes you appreciate like the game more, honestly. Like when sports comes
Nah,
back, really gonna appreciate it so much more.
it makes you appreciate how much Jordan was willing to do to win. Like I'm talking about, if Jordan had to
Anything.
kill somebody to win, he would do it.
Crazy.
Like it's actually incredible. Like the old saying goes, winning isn't the only thing. It's like everything or whatever the case is. Like that's essentially the way he lived life. And
So
looking back at it,
so how'd y'all look at it when like when Horace Grant said that
that's demonic, man. Don't even talk about Horace.
so how did
Don't
y'all
even
look
talk
at
about.
that? Honestly.
You know what's funny? I wasn't surprised that my MJ would do that. Like, I didn't even think it was inhumane. I just thought if you're willing to do that to win,
That's not
then
man.
I mean,
Nah, bro, that's wild. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
As a
wild.
grown man, what would you do if somebody
Man.
said, "Nah, he's not eating
the
today"?
fact. No,
You
it's not even the fact that
can't
he
eat.
said
You
that.
can't eat. Like what?
It's the fact that people allowed it. Like Phil Jackson has to know about this. Horace Grant is allowing this also.
He was green like
Horace
everything.
on the plane is saying, "Okay, Jordan, yes, sir, no." So let's not blame Jordan. Let's blame everybody else. That it's an accountability thing. It's not just Jordan. You feel me? It's a whole lot of like. It's like I don't think I've ever seen anybody in sports be that much of an alpha. Like I don't even think LeBron is that much of an alpha. Where it's like, it's what I say.
Nah, I'm be
Don't
real.
agree.
LeBron got the whole team traded at a trade deadline.
Yeah, that is
He
true.
sure
Yeah, I was
did.
about to say
He did
But
do
to the
that.
fact to
do
that
a lot of
I
work.
think it's a different era. I don't think he can do that in this era if he wanted to. Like with social media and stuff like that now, I like the way like society is. Like I don't think Jordan would have been able to act in that way. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It would have got out. It wouldn't have been no way
Yeah.
it stays in
It would've
between the locker room.
Got out like didn't it?
Because I feel like a lot of people are literally just finding out about this now. Like a lot of people didn't even know who Horace Grant was until like
That's crazy. I don't
Hey.
know how that's
Yeah,
possible.
crazy.
you know what I'm
That's
saying. So
crazy.
like there's no way that would have been able to be possible. But I mean, you can like it sucks because you like at the end of the day, I wouldn't say it sucks, but it's like you can't say it didn't work because they won.
Yeah,
You know, 6 championships.
Work
So
wonders.
you can't
to
say
be honest.
that. 6 rings.
yes, and also like you can like Oh, that's all I really had to say on that, honestly.
Like, that's a cool boy. That boy Connor. Anyway, I just seen a Connor tweet, and he's adding Justin Gaethje OC, but that's besides the point. But like, I do believe that Jordan's like legacy isn't really. It's a diminished just a tad bit with how LeBron has kind of surpassed everybody. And how LeBron is, even if you're a Jordan fan, you hate to admit it, he's better than Jordan in every statistical category. He's bigger, faster, stronger. He jumps higher. He does everything that Jordan did, but at a completely higher level. But the argument that Jordan survive in this age of basketball is a dumb argument because yes, like the funniest clip I think of the entire thing is when they compare Jordan to Clyde Drexler. And I swear, and he popped 6 threes in a row and he became Steph Curry for an entire game. Because him and Clyde Drexler are mid-range shooters that score at will from the mid-range and drive to the cup. Jordan said, no, I'm not Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler can't shoot threes. I can shoot threes. That tells me that Jordan could adapt if you put him in the position to adapt. Do I think
like what we're talking about with Westbrook. If Westbrook could dominate as an athlete,
he could adapt, but like.
So what you say, bro?
What up? Did his call drop?
Man, Eddie been Diddy bopping the whole day.
Oh wow, nah, cause he in and out for real.
I'm saying, in and out like burger.
Oh,
I'm in and out.
Yeah. But like I was saying, like I think Jordan could adapt to any game he wanted to. If Jordan wanted to be a slashing 2 guard, he could be a slashing 2 guard. If you want to be a facilitating 2 guard, he could be a facilitator.
And I feel like you can say that with all the top 10 players. Like I feel like that's what makes them top 10
I don't know about that, man. I don't think Magic fits that Ben Simmons role very well. I don't think Magic.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that all the top 10 players are able to transcend eras. So I'm saying I think that's what makes them top 10 players.
The craziest argument they were saying like, go keep going.
I said like the fact that like top 10 players, like that's what makes them top 10 is the fact that they can play in any era, anytime.
But Jordan's like top 3. I mean, like Jordan's
but you know what I seen? They was on SportsCenter talking about how like LeBron and KD wouldn't be able to average like over 20 in Jordan's era. That was one of the worst takes I've seen. Yeah,
KD would.
That's a bold face
in that era.
KD is 7 foot and he's a pure scorer. Like how?
A game. 37 a game. I'm talking about KD's average on the year would be damn near 40 points. That's actually bull. That's
like honestly, racism would be brought back with how bad KD be cooking him, bro.
The bull, KD would be.
KD, LeBron, players like that.
Like the worst part is it's like I really don't. I think the Kobe episode even showed it. I really don't like comparing greats anymore. I really feel like the best thing we can do is kind of like just see like where greats would fit in per era.
Yeah, I don't really compare anymore like that. Honestly, like, I don't really like Kobe passing. I kind of like. I was like, honestly, like, does it matter? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no way to actually prove who's better. Honestly,
type thing. Like, you feel me? There's really no real way to say like, all right, he is pound for pound like the best. Because like Jordan played in an era where shooting threes was if you could do it, cool, but we're not pressed about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even the triangle offense didn't even predicate off of shooting threes. The triangle offense predicated off of getting wide open mid range looks. So it's like every offensive scheming was different. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't believe that we should say that Jordan isn't like can't hold a candle to LeBron. I'd be seeing people saying that like Jordan is nowhere even on LeBron's level. I'm just like, man, I don't think that's the way.
I don't think so. I think me personally, my top 3, I really don't have an order anymore. After like I said, my top 3 is Kobe, Bron, and Jordan. That's no order at all. But that's like I don't really compare anymore. I think just they dominated their era, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. That's the typical top 3. It's the most common, and
I see Steph cracking that.
You know who doesn't get top 3 recognition to me like at all, and it's really crazy? Kareem. Like I don't see like enough.
Kareem. because we didn't.
His resume is
His
unreal.
resume is heavy. I'm talking about
Yeah.
his resume is the NBA.
Like
His
you
resume is bricks.
not even just his NBA resume, his college, like his whole basketball career resume.
Bricks. I'm
Probably
talking
the
about
best
quarter
ever.
brick, half a brick. Hey, bricks. Oh, bricks. His resume is heavy in the game of basketball. But I think we don't really put Kareem on that level is because like it's almost in the sense of the Wilt thing. Like we hear about it, we never really saw. We had film though. There's the only difference. The only difference is we had film on Hakeem.
I don't think
have
people
film,
put big
though.
men for some reason because they're not physically pleasing. I guess.
Big men is not. It's like in football too. Like big men don't really get a lot of burn, man.
It's not as physically pleasing, honestly.
When you talk about the greatest players of all time, usually you talk about the quarterbacks or like the running backs. You never really mention
How about skills?
You know what I mean? Like, but
hey, but the way offensive linemen playing nowadays, hey,
man, you have to
slowly start changing, bro. The way how
and to be fair, honestly, like I feel like kids like see not even just kids, but people like growing up, they see like Kobe's and Jordans, and they say, "Oh, I can do that." Like in a way, like I can try to mimic the skill part of it. But you see Hakeem and Shaq, you can't really like.
Which is
that's
crazy.
just physical build.
Which is to let you know, not only must you be a physical specimen, you have to really stand out at that position, that center power forward position, and before recent times, even the small forward position. You have to really stand out. Like I'm talking about, get buckets, get boards, bully people.
Run the
I
court,
think the
all
average
that.
human can't do that. Like the average human can't come down and poke and back down another man, and it's like easy. Like you're not holding it. But the average human, given a basketball, can dribble and can pop one.
Yeah,
even if you break
That's
it,
why like
you
most
pop
kids
one.
look up to like the Kobe's and the Jordans,
You feel
like
me?
the skill players, like
I've never
Steph.
heard it
Like
be like AD is my favorite player. I've never heard it. I'm sorry, I've never heard it. I love AD too. I've just never heard it. Yeah. I mean, I've never heard a kid be like, I want to mimic my game off of Boogie Cousins. Never.
Boy.
So, I think, and even like Hakeem Olajuwon's resume is super
his.
heavy.
It is.
Jeez.
Like
heavy.
you know, he's so cold that like he got drafted. What number 2 overall? Number 3? No, it was one. He got drafted 1 overall ahead of Jordan, and nobody criticizes.
Nobody thought it was
Nobody even criticizes Houston. Like that's how you know it was like a good
solid. And
you know what I'm saying.
The crazy part is, and to tell you like how great Jordan is, and to also tell you how great Hakeem is. Jordan left the league, and Hakeem won 2 straight chips, or did he win 3 back to back?
I think it's 2.
It was 2. It was 2.
It might have just been 1, wasn't it?
No,
it was just 1. Jordan was gone for 1 year.
Yeah, Jordan was gone for 1 year.
Bro, Hakeem won 2 of them. Let me see his resume.
I could have sworn
Hakeem has more than 1 ring. I know that for a fact. Hakeem has more than 1 ring. Yeah, he has 2 championships. He won in 94, 1 95. He went back to back. That was the 2 years. It was more. Jordan was not gone for. Jordan was gone for 2. I swear. The history books writes it as 2. But regardless, Hakeem was a hell of a center. I'm talking about dominant isn't even a good enough word. Like it really was like intimidating. You know what I mean? And then Shaq came along and reinvented what the hell it was to me to play center.
Shaq just tore that joint up.
Shaq was just tearing everybody up. Like
who gonna hold him? I'm talking Shaq.
To be honest,
even Orlando Shaq was a.
But it's crazy watching the doc. I didn't realize Shaq was so old.
Yeah, Shaq is pretty old.
Yeah,
he's an old man.
Yeah, Shaq's pretty old.
Man, I really didn't realize Shaq was so old.
To even like the weight that that the center position holds in the NBA, there's a lot of players. There's a lot of players that if you took out the history books, you would be like, this is not the NBA. Like this guy to be just some overseas nonsense. You know what I mean? And, like for real. And the power center position is one of those underrated positions that never gets sung. You mean like
to be
you
honest,
can't play that today at all. You can't be no power center today. You got to be able to stretch the floor.
Yeah, you got to be a stretch.
You got to stretch to live.
There's a few guys that can get away with it though.
But the thing is,
even those guys,
the thing is, they be able to run the
name 3.
I can't. I'm not gonna hold you. I can't.
Exactly,
bro. I can't hold you.
I cannot. I cannot even lie to you.
I mean,
Like,
if they're not shooting, they like high up in the air. They some boy. They some
board
dunkers.
getters. I mean,
Yeah.
Sam Adams is one of them. Adams can shoot.
Yeah,
the
Adams.
Speaking of
Yeah, well,
Adams,
He's a big board boy. He's a big board boy.
he is.
I can't even. Both.
You know, I was
a shooter.
speaking of the doc and just guys that like fitting in like areas and stuff like that. When I was watching, I was thinking about Dennis Rodman. Like, do you think he would actually be good in this era?
He would be a much more. He'd be a tall, much more polished version of Draymond for sure. That's my number one call. He'd be a much taller, a lot more polished version of Draymond.
See, but Draymond can score.
But Dennis Rodman wasn't no slouch scoring. He just wasn't.
He was. To be honest, he might have been the worst offensive player ever.
Kid. Let me look at Dennis Rodman's numbers, man. Let me look at.
He was just offensive players like in history.
He was just a board getter. He was just he was
just straight boards and like hustle.
He straight hustled. That dude hustled.
Big board getter hustle, but that's what Draymond is. Draymond is not going to give you 20 a year, boy. No.
I mean,
Draymond
in the finals he dropped what 32-point triple double.
Yeah, he was scoring.
How many times are you gonna get that out of Draymond?
Yeah, like you're not gonna expect that.
You're not gonna expect Draymond. If
But
Draymond
still, you barely expect 10 points out of Dennis Rodman.
Were to drop 33 games in a row, I'm talking about the league will start thinking he's the best player in the world. Because that's just it's so wild and don't. So Dennis Rodman's highest point output was 11 points exact. This is really mediocre.
I told you.
This is really mediocre.
His career high is 11.
11.6. No cap.
No cap.
This is very mediocre.
Okay, but he was averaging 13 rebounds for his career.
That's insane.
That's for his career.
That was his job.
He was doing his job, literally.
So I'm about to tell you. So his career numbers in 911 games, it's 7.3 points, 13.1 rebounds, and 1.8 assists.
Dog, bro, this guy averaged 18.7 rebounds in 92. It's almost 20 rebounds a game. And the next year he averaged 18 again.
Jesus. That's bro. When he was talking about the art of rebounding in the documentary, I was like, holy this is content. You could coach a class on this. You can legit coach a college class on how to rebound basketball and have it be a 4-week class. Like, this is actually really good content. Talking about you have to tip the ball this way. And if I tip the ball this way, I got a position here. It's a 20-degree angle. I was like, what? So, but again, his best comp, I don't think, maybe even Steven Adams would be a good comp, but Steven Adams was a lot more physical. But, actually, no. I take that back now. But, I don't really know. Dennis has an interesting comp. I don't really know what his comp would be. Honestly.
Probably out the league.
Yeah.
Like,
who you can compare him to? I don't know.
Like, if he was taller, like, I mean, you could compare him to like a Andre Drummond or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
you
could say Andre Drummond, but
he's like 6'9". You know what I'm
not
saying?
even that, bro. He's 6'7". So
that's really crazy.
But again, like, you know what I mean?
6'7", averaging 19 rebounds a game.
Like right now, he'll be a guard's height. He's literally Lonzo Ball's height, but can't score at all.
Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, I don't think he. That's
a terrible.
That's a terrible. He's probably one of those few. He's a Hall of Famer that probably would not mesh in this days. I don't even think he could change his style of game up because he never did in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least I can say about Jordan. At least we've seen Jordan change his style of play.
We've seen different
different legends
phases.
do it. Yeah, like we've seen, like even Gary Payton went from a defensive clamp guy to, hey, I can put up buckets. To, hey, I can pass and put up buckets. Like, you feel me? I can see it, but I can't. That's a good question. I don't know Dennis Spitz, man. I don't know. I do know his personality is great in this year's. In this day and age, his personality.
I think he'd be a fan favorite.
Yeah, he'd definitely be a fan favorite.
His personality would be great. You know what I mean?
Like the what do you call it? The tunnel fits and all that stuff. They would love him.
He'd be the guy. Like Dennis Rodman would be the poster board for a lot of people and a lot of self-love and self-awareness type thing. You know what I mean? But other than that, I can't even think of a true like NBA even Isaiah Thomas can fit into this day and age. He could really play
incredible.
He'd be a masterful scorer. Talking about masterful. Isaiah Thomas would probably be better than Steph. Like in this day and age. Nah, man. No.
Wait, you said Isaiah Thomas would be who?
better than Steph. If it's the same game
better.
mesh, yeah.
Ooh, no.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
No.
that's
His peak would be like prime CP3.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Assist
Like
wise,
Vic. I feel like you're reaching a little bit, bro. I ain't
no,
gonna
I'm
cap.
not
reaching,
reaching.
'cause, like,
IT
boy,
was
it's
really
not a
that
full
guy,
reach.
man. It's not a reach. It's a little bit understating Steph, but it's not a full reach. No, it's not a reach. Not a
Okay.
full
IT is
reach.
incredible, bro. IT like the way he was
Complain
able
about
to. I was actually seeing today they were talking about how like he was basically like the way he carried himself in that team. He carried himself similar to Jordan, it's just that IT is just hated by the public. But like the way he like
they was talking about how the whole
winners and all that
dream
stuff,
team
it
was
the
not.
same way.
Did not like him. That's crazy. I met the criteria. That is the.
I met the criteria.
Yo, that's
But I didn't get chosen.
But I didn't get chosen. Nah, that right there is comedy. I'm talking about real life comedy. I don't think he fits like the shooting perspective of Steph, but I think in scoring points, he's probably one of the better ones. His career highest and leader put in the career is 22.9. That's elite. I mean, career high in assists is 14. That's elite. I mean,
That's
these
very
That's
CP3S.
That's like peak. Yeah, that's CP3S.
like I can see the CP3 comp, but he'd be great in this era. Even at his worst, when he was scoring 14.8, he was still giving guys 7 assists a game. Like that's legit. You know what I mean? These are legit stats with legit calls. I think IT would be I think it'd be I don't think it'd be top 5. I think it'd be top 10 if he played right now. There's a lot of good point
guards.
Yeah, right now if you play right now, there's too many good
of
point
this
guards.
age.
Too many. Yeah, too many. I can't put him over.
I feel like the top 10 list is easy. I'm gonna be honest. As a point guard to make the top 10 list now in today's game, I feel like I wouldn't say easy.
It's solid, but it's consensus. Like we all know who the guys are.
It would be more of a thing to say him in the top 5, and I think he could be top 5.
That's hard for me. It's hard for me to put him over even base guys like Ben. Like it really is. It's very hard for me. Yes, it's very hard for me to put IQ over
Ben Simmons. I still think Ben Simmons is bad.
As much as y'all be on Ben's meat, bro, he can play. I'm not a big Ben guy. Any of you, I've never been a big Ben guy.
I'm definitely.
You was talking about taking Devin Booker over Ben.
I would.
I would take Devin Booker over Ben Simmons easily. I don't know.
I would take Devin Booker too.
I don't get why that's a problem. Like I don't see.
There's no problem with that.
I don't see a problem at all.
I don't
Devin
know why
Booker?
Yeah,
Devin Booker. He's a defensive
the only
liability.
reason why you
Man,
we gonna go into this right now.
No playoff experience.
Man,
Kemba's
come
a
on.
defensive liability. What are we saying here? Kemba's not good at defense.
Steph is a defensive liability.
Like, what are we saying here? Well,
see, I can say, look,
Steph has championship experience.
Is
first of all,
but Steph is what Steph does on offense is like it's you can't compare it to anything else.
I'm saying, but still, like if you get Devin Booker the ball, you already know he finna
gonna get you buckets. He
finna give you a bucket.
I feel like there's a lot of guys in the league like that though.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like
you can give the ball,
bucket from
put him on the Suns. If it's a lot of guys, you can just put him on the Suns. He'll average what Devin Booker averaging.
I mean, but they're not gonna win. The Suns are garbage. They're not.
The Suns aren't winning with Devin Booker, so
they're not gonna win without him either. Like,
but they're not.
So either way, it doesn't matter. They're not winning with them or without him.
They're not with him or without
him.
But
they need one more person. He need help.
You know how many years we've been saying that? You know how many years we've been saying the Suns?
You know how many years we've been saying free Bradley Beal? Bradley Beal.
Oh God, we've been
Bradley Beal. It's only been like 2 years. It's only been 2 years because John Wall is out.
It's been damn near 4. It's been
John Wall has out.
Bradley Beal been.
We've been saying free Bradley and free Wall until they paid him that $200 million.
I repeat, Bradley Beal is going to be a net. I'll keep saying it.
Hey, they don't have the cap space for that.
They're trading the whole team. I'm telling you.
That actually happens.
All right.
That actually happens.
Jared Allen.
Back to what I was saying. Again, I can't put IT anywhere other than 10. Like, he has to compete with Russ, Steph, Kyrie, Dame, even fucking Kyle Lowry. He has to compete with Kyle. Like, please. Like, he has to compete with Kemba. That's a lot. Like, there's a lot of solid, really solid point guards in the NBA. He has to compete with Drew Holiday of all. Nah, man. It's really hard for me to see him not going. Levine.
You don't think Isaiah Thomas would be better than Drew Holiday?
Man, Drew is a dog, boy. Defensive specimen. He might be one of the best defensive guards in the league. I'm sorry. Drew is a monster. He's not Ben.
Isaiah Thomas is probably one of the best defensive guards ever.
Okay, Gary Payton?
I didn't say he
He
is
said
the
one
best.
of. He said
Oh, one
one
of
of.
he's top five. But again, I don't think I just don't think that let me just list off the top 10 from scoring this year. Let me just list off top 10 point guards from scoring this year.
Okay.
It was Kyrie, Dame, Trey, Paul, Westbrook, D Rose, Ben, De'Aaron Fox, Kemba, and Zach LaVine. Do you think he fits in that?
Yeah.
And if everybody's in their prime, let's say everybody's at the best of their best. Do you think he fits in that? I don't think so.
Well, you're asking if I think Isaiah Thomas can be better than one of them?
Everybody else is in their prime. Everybody's at the best of their game. So D
Absolutely.
Rose at his best,
Yes.
Russell at his best.
Absolutely. Isaiah Thomas is better than D-Rose.
Woo! At his
Better than
best?
D Rose.
Yeah.
D-Rose at his best?
Yes.
Man,
I don't
D
see
Rose
that's
in
not
his
a
prime.
crazy thing to
MVP
say.
D Rose.
Yikes!
MVP at 21 Rose. What?
Woo! Hey, yo, get the line. Hold on.
Hey
Get the
man,
line
I got the
down.
line ready for you.
Get it on
Hold
camera.
on.
Where my
MVP at
card?
21
Chop it.
Rose. That's
No.
crazy.
Card at?
Chop it
Where my
up.
card
Nah,
at?
we need to.
Oh, he got the line
Yes, sir.
rolling.
We need
Pulled it
to-
out.
I need a
Yes,
button for
sir.
that. I need a
That
button.
is a
I need to get a
wild
button machine.
thing.
Oh my goodness. I need to
No.
get a button.
No. If you say D Rose now, okay, but not MVP D Rose. No. D Rose had his best. That's the caveat. I'm talking about everybody's at the best of their game. No. He's not better than Kyrie. He's not better than Dame at his best. Trey Young is young, but Trey is essentially Steph Jr. So no, that's an obvious no. Steph Curry's in that list. That's just
So you're
the top
saying
10 for
that
this
Isaiah
year
Thomas is
scoring.
not better than D Rose.
At his prime.
MVP
So you're saying
Rose.
your all-time list?
No.
Think about MVP Rose. MVP Rose was really not even in his prime. Like he was.
He wasn't even there yet.
He wasn't. He's just balling. Like, it's literally one of those. You throw a kid in the park and you just get to put buckets on.
All right, so is just saying like he's not in your prime. So is Trey Young in his prime yet at 29 points per game?
Nah.
So how much better could
Think
Trey Young get?
Trey Young can be a Steph. Trey Young is the Steph Jr. again.
Trey Young just needs to
I
become
feel like if he
efficient.
gets
That's
his
what it
percentage
is.
down,
He needs to
if he
become
gets his-
efficient.
Yeah, if
No,
he gets his
listen.
percentage straight, yeah, I feel like he'll be a lot better.
Listen. Trey Young is Steph without the drive capability. Trey Young doesn't drive as good as Steph drives, but Trey Young best can be.
He doesn't
Steph's
shoot
best,
as
even
well
better.
either.
Just from
I'm not gonna
shooting-
lie.
Just from pure shooting, Trey Young is top 2 best shooters in the league. Like damn near, if not top 2, you can say at least top 5. Just pure shooting, pure, not anything else, pure shooting. So I don't. So again, and his mold is Steph. His mold is definitely Steph Curry.
I think if a lot of other players had a green light like how Trey Young has, I think that they would be shooting better.
To be,
I was
to be
gonna say he's
honest,
not as efficient as you would think.
because
Like,
he
he does
throws
make
a,
some
he
ridiculous
throws a
shots.
50
Not efficient.
shots.
He throws up a
He
lot
throws
of
a
shots. I
50
think-
shots a game.
I'm about to look up his efficiency numbers. Actually,
I just think he has one of the
I'm
greatest
on it.
lights in the league.
His
I'm about to
rookie
look up his
shot
efficiency
36% from
And the
three.
thing is, he been doing that like since college.
Since
High
college. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why
High
they weren't
school.
sure if he was a first round pick. I remember that they were not sure if Trey was a first round pick because his efficiency numbers are pretty. Ooh,
He's shooting 36 from three.
yeah, not efficient. It's not.
That's like very pedestrian ish.
Ooh.
It's
It's just the fact that those
his
crazy
team
shots
shooting
go in.
percentage. His team shooting percentage when he's on the court even dropped for this year at least. Last,
Of
I
course.
mean, it increases.
Nigga taking all the shots.
No,
Yeah,
it
listen, we
increases.
take
So
take
the
out
Hawks
a-
are at 52 without him and 59 with him. So
I mean,
He
to be
held.
honest, at this point, I see. Nah, at this point, I think
I still
the
don't
Hawks,
see IQ being better than him.
the Hawks are just really having him like just shoot out the gym right
Shoot
now.
out the gym. Shoot as much
Just-
as you can, bro.
Hey,
Just
John Collins
for-
still a stud though.
John
Yeah, he
Collins
is.
is
Stay
if
sleep.
he stay
Yeah.
off the weed or whatever he got caught with. Whatever John Collins got caught with.
Contraband.
Whatever John
contraband.
Collins got caught with, him and DeAndre Ayton at that time. Whatever they got caught with, stay off of it, please. But John Collins is nice. He's not great, but he's nice. He's nice. Very nice. But that's not the core. I don't think that's the core they want to build in Atlanta. I think they want to build for trade. I think they can ship John for some coins. They can get some pieces. I bet you if they were given a
Nah, I
chance
feel like they
John-
should keep John Collins.
Nah, I feel like if they were given a chance to flip John
Remember they got
Bradley Beal,
Capella,
they
too.
would have did it.
Bro,
They would've-
he's
oh,
they
averaging-
sure do got
He's
compelling.
averaging 22 and 10.
Oh, John?
John Collins is averaging
But I
22.
don't think. But that's it's like if you told me, like, the Buddy Hield example. Buddy Hield could average 25 If the Kings get a deal they want, man, screw that boy, Buddy. Boy, give me what you want. For real. It's that situation. I don't know. I just don't feel like the Hawks would be.
Bro, if Buddy's averaging 25, he's not getting traded.
He's getting
I don't know where that came.
I feel like if anybody's averaging 25 on one team, and that's like your player, they not getting traded.
Buddy's not the guy they want to build on. Again, it's Hawks. Thank you.
If he's scoring 25 a game,
it does not
but
matter.
if anything, Buddy is they broke Bradley Beal though.
Bro, it does not matter. I'm telling you, if De'Aaron Fox is even averaging 23, Buddy, you can go because we have our scoring option. Oh, what? 2 less points, please.
Wild take, bro.
Buddy is Bradley.
No, it's
is
not.
the Bradley Beal over there.
Bro, De'Aaron Fox is averaging like 21 points now. What are we saying?
Is he?
Literally.
Well, I don't get what you're saying because Buddy Hield's not averaging 25, so that's
saying,
it doesn't make a lot of sense.
The Kings were contending, and Buddy was averaging 25, and the Kings wanted to go over the hump. They're 7th seed. They want to go over the hump. They need a push. And
why would they trade Buddy Hield? Like, I'm confused.
But because De'Aaron Fox is already their number 1 scorer. They don't need.
They need
25 is more than 20. What are you saying?
I'm saying
even
if it's 23, y'all not hearing me, bro. I don't know how to explain it, but I know what I'm saying. Y'all not hearing me, but I know what I'm saying. You feel me? But regardless,
you said he's not their leading scorer, but De'Aaron Fox averaging less than 25. This is hypothetical, though. Hypothetically speaking, if De'Aaron Fox is averaging 23 and Buddy Hield is averaging 25, do you think and the Kings get an option to trade for a better player than Buddy Hield? Do you not think they would do it? What?
Okay. It doesn't have to be a specific player. It could be anybody. Anybody that you think off top is better than Buddy Hield. That's being offered to the Kings. And Buddy Hield's averaging 25. And DeAndre
How often do you trade players like that?
But that's the Kings strike me as. You don't strike me as an organization that would give Buddy the world. They didn't pay him like he deserved it, so I don't think they treat him like they deserve it.
I thought they did. They gave him.
They gave him 90. They gave him 87 or 90, and he wanted 100, and he vigorously.
If that's what you call not being treated well by a team, I would not care about not being treated well by a team. That's bad.
Buddy's giving you 20 a game. That's actually solid.
But he got paid exactly how he plays. I don't understand.
To be honest, he really did.
You were upset about that, though, Mark. Don't lie. You was upset about it. I said Buddy got paid how he plays. You said no, he deserved 100. I was like, no.
I never said he got deserved 100. I said he should be considered.
Roll back the film. Ugly.
Oh, brother. Who got the screenshots, bro?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But regardless, I think he's just a shy off of top 10. He could probably be 10, but it's hard for me to put him over a couple guys, and especially if they're at the best of their game. Like, it's just Prime D Rose. I don't know about that one, bro.
We literally seen. I don't understand the fascination with Prime D Rose. You literally seen it for one season. I don't understand.
Here we go.
I don't understand.
I don't feel like having the discussion again. D Rose could literally have maintained that type of play if he just stayed healthy. Like we know,
coulda, woulda, shoulda. Like we don't know. We don't know,
bro. He's right.
We don't know.
Bro was literally 21, bro.
I understand that, but we still don't know.
21.
Can't talk about what we don't know.
All right, I'm gonna tell you about the MVP D Rose. He put what is his points per game?
It's 25
points per game. It was 25
or some shit.
25, 7, and 4. The next year he dropped off a little, but the next year he played 39 games. He put up 22. The year after that he played 10 games. He put up 15.
Okay.
You see a pattern here?
I see just I don't see the pattern.
No. You see the pattern.
Pattern is he got injured.
Good player.
I mean, his knee started to hurt.
I see a good player. That's all I see. I don't understand. Like I never said Heroes was a bad player. Acting as if he was just the next coming of the GOAT.
He was. I'm sorry to say it.
Maybe at 21, winning MVP.
His shot was
because of
certain.
That is what that is the tier of being the next coming of a GOAT. With Giannis.
No, listen what I'm telling you. Maybe it's because of the nostalgia, but I just remember being so
You're a
young.
Bulls fan.
I'm gonna say you definitely are a Bulls fan.
I'm dead. Nah, I ain't
But
like
listen,
21 winning
but
MVP.
listen, bro. Listen. Because I'm going to list off the stats. So
All right.
D Rose played 81 games his rookie year, had 16.8, solid. I think
What's
he won
his
rookie of the year too.
percentages?
His percentages was 47 shoot field goal. That's not bad. That's actually really good.
I wouldn't say really good, but
It's not really
It's
good,
alright.
but it's not
it's
bad.
not bad though. It's not bad though. He
What
actually
was his
shot
three-point
worse than
percentage?
MVP.
It's a mid.
His 3-point percentage, God, that's terrible. 22.2. Jesus.
so
Wow.
next come with the
That's
coach,
his
though.
rookie. That's his rookie year. His next year he played 78 games. 2% went up. He was shooting 49, and then he shot 26.7 from three, and he averaged 20 points a game, 21 points per game. It said rounding up. The MVP year he played all 81 games. Mind you, we're seeing D Rose at his best. He's reached his peak at this point. Played all 81 games. His field goal percentage dropped crazy though. But you put him mad shots. His field goal percentage dropped to 44.5. He averaged 25 points per game, and then he had his career high in assists with 7.9. And I think the Bulls made it to the Eastern Conference Championship with that. So we were on the right path here, and it only gets bad when he gets injured. Like once he got injured, he fell off. You know what I mean? Like it's a disgusting fall off too. It's not even like it's a it's a really bad fall off.
Drop.
It's like
This shit
bad.
dropped like bad.
Like
It was
if
horrible.
if you were to do math, and even
Tears.
say if he played all 81 games and kept up that average he was doing, he was gonna win MVP again. He was going to go down as one of the greatest point guards ever. Like I don't know why you're acting like he's not. Like at
Bro,
the time
literally
he
won
was
MVP
there.
at 21. You got to think about that.
That's heavy. I mean, you
Bro,
finna be
give me
21
Russ in
next year.
6.
Come on, bro.
It can be Russ's stick. Wow.
Yo,
D Rose is really Russ before Russ if you think
D
about
Rose,
it.
yeah, that's a good point. D Rose is
Yeah.
probably definitely.
D Rose could not have averaged a triple double.
I don't know about that.
And that now.
Question.
I can see
That's a good
him.
question. I can see it, but I see why he says that though. Maybe it's because D Rose has never really done it. But I can.
I think he can do it.
Because I know he can. I know he got the points and rebounding part.
He can get the points and rebounds without problem.
Now,
How much rebounds?
No,
did he
I
average
mean
for
points and assists. He cannot get rebounds. D Rose has never been a high rebound guy. Please.
no,
How
I
much
can see.
assists did he average for?
No,
Like,
I can't
assists?
see D Rose with 10. I can't see D Rose with 10 rebounds. Please.
How much assists did he average?
How fuck he jumped out
D
there?
Rose career
At his
assists-
peak was almost 8.
At his peak is 8. The MVP year, not even the MVP year. The year after he had 8. The MVP year he had 7.9, but they're still running up at 8. He's never gotten past 7.9 though. But he hasn't played much. His career assist total is 5.6. So you can do the assists. He can do double doubles, but his rebounds are mid at best. It's very much so.
Rest in
I
peace.
feel like with the team he had, I don't think he needed rebounds. Remember the Bulls had Carl Carter and Joe
I can see him
Yeah,
I
they
can
didn't
see
really
him
need
rebounding.
Yeah, they didn't need him to go get a rebound.
Kill. That's a good point. It's a really good point. But I mean, this team, Russ had, he doesn't really need him to get rebounds either. Honestly, that's Steven Adams. You don't need him.
And Steven Adams and who else?
Steven Adams.
Shoot,
Steven
Steven
Adams
Adams is a
Steven
man.
Adams
What?
is definitely a 20 rebound a game guy. He can definitely do it.
Straight
I just
up.
don't- He just chooses not to, I guess. But he can definitely do 20. He can definitely do 20 a night.
Any
So-
night.
Like any night. too.
Every night.
Fun. Every day.
That's crazy.
Get 20
Every
points.
night, bro, getting 20 rebounds is crazy.
Like,
You really
insane.
can.
But Steven Adams can
Hey,
do that
Robin
though.
almost did it.
It's
though.
really
Robin
crazy.
almost
Like,
did it.
what?
That is nuts.
But
Like,
that's what
average
Russ
20
chose
rebounds
to.
a night.
Russ definitely, but
Bro, getting
Russ
5
is
rebounds in
really-
a pickup game is like
it's
that's
a
like
lot.
hard
You're
as it is.
balling. You're
That's
really
tiring.
going hard. That's a
It
lot.
is.
You're trying.
That is
You're
really
a try
hard.
hard. You're a try hard for real. You're a try hard. You 5
It's like-
rebounds
you
in a
sound like a
pickup game.
Joseph.
You're a try hard. Yeah, you're
I
a try hard.
I barely like the rebound.
Like, but still, like, I don't know, man. I just don't think he fits in that mold for top 10. Like, even IT against Prime Russ, please, man, give me Prime Russ. My goodness. Like, it's just really
I
hard for
feel like
me to
he's
see.
just.
Nah, man. Prime Russ is
towards the bottom, like you said, Zach LaVine. Like I feel like Isaiah Thomas would be better than Zach.
Crazy thing
Bruh,
is, like
I'm
you saying,
sorry,
Prime Russ, like
nah.
Russ isn't having his best season like ever right now.
That's true. No,
crazy.
his 2015 year was crazy. That 2014
The season
year
he's having right now, like the
God.
splits he's having, like how efficient he is insane.
Bruh, I'm telling you that 2015 year just off of scoring was dog-like. I'm talking about good luck trying to stop that man from scoring. I think he averaged 29 or 28 that year. Gosh, that was a. I think that was the year that KD had just left too. Oh, that was a godly year. Talking about that's when everybody knew, yup, Russ can lead a team to win. Like before, it was like, we see it. Who knows? He's a good player, but that 2014-15 year, IT ain't doing that numbers.
Damn,
I had the audacity to say Rose was the next. Was what's the name? Russ before Russ. Y'all the audacity.
I mean, y'all
nerve,
yes.
the audacity.
Yes.
When it comes to play style, you can remove.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
When it comes to play style, you can remove Russ and just throw in D Rose, and it'll be the same effect.
Yes.
Yeah.
If D Rose never gets hurt, yes. Is Russ
another if?
At 21? Come on.
Another
bro.
if
against LeBron?
Another if.
Prime LeBron.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be completely real with you, bro. If you look at the splits, Braun's stats is better in every facet of the game.
Oh, here we go. Then why didn't he give it to him? Huh?
So if we really want to give ifs,
why didn't he give it to him?
If we really want to give ifs,
what'd you say?
He said, why didn't he give it to him? He could be voted fatigue, honestly. He really could just be fatigued. Same reason why Bill Belichick doesn't win Coach of the Year every year. Just get tired of it.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like LeBron winning MVP every year?
You know what I'm saying? Like he could have won like
the D Rose year.
He could have won the D Rose year.
LeBron could have won it every year.
Exactly. So it's just voters fatigue. So I'm not gonna say why. That's why they didn't give it to him. Like it's really just pretty simple.
I mean, like being even like if LeBron won, like being the best player besides LeBron is still a pretty big achievement.
That's a big. I can't even cuss, but that's a big freaking deal. That is a big deal. Especially if we all consider him the best player in the world, and you're holding a candle to him. Please, come on, dog. You're holding a candle to the best player in the world. Come on, bruh. Come on.
Man, that went to 8 straight finals.
Come on.
Come on, dog.
What are we really saying about Derrick Rose in his prime? Please, man.
I don't know what you're saying, but I'm just saying the guy was a really good player.
Respect that,
and
man.
one really good season. Besides that, he was a good player.
No. D Rose is washing IT in his prime. Washing.
Ooh, I don't know about that one, but
I mean, he's washing them.
I would
washing.
I wouldn't say wash, but he's doing.
He's clearly better, but I wouldn't say wash.
He's better, but he's not washing. Yeah. There you go. That's better lingo. That's better. That's much better verbiage. Like much better. But even like that. But even that 2014, 15 year, and then the 2016, 17 year was even crazier. So yeah, please, you know what I mean? Like he's not even having Russ even having his best split year. He's not. It's not even close.
Like, it is like in terms of efficiency.
Efficiency. It is.
This is by far Russell Westbrook's
damn
best
near. Oh yeah, efficiency. He's shooting out the park. For us, it is 47.4. This is career high for sure. Efficiency, yes. Scoring, no. Efficiency, yes. Even free throws he's shooting. No, free throws, no, he's not. He's one of the lowest, one of the better years, but it's still pretty low.
Yeah, Russ never been a great free throw shooter.
No, sir. Just as bad as LeBron.
You know whose stats was crazy?
Who?
Will.
Man.
Bro, he's not real,
I don't want to say he's not real because it's not excellent, but man, every day it grows more and more. Does this man really exist?
I'm saying because the stuff
I don't want to say
stuff that comes out.
Rebounds.
Man, I don't, bro. That stat line doesn't even seem plausible. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And I've never seen Wilt Chamberlain. Like,
his career high. Like his career high season was 50 a game.
That's
that man, that's unicorn type.
The worst part about it is he doesn't even have the rings to back it up. He only has 2 rings. That's how I just feel like this is some Bush league. Like somebody, there's a little bit of a line here. Something is wrong because if you're averaging 50 points and you've only won 2 rings, nah, brother, nah.
Like what was your teammates doing?
On the bench. On the bench.
What
know what
was
they were doing.
What was everybody
other
doing?
4
I'm
players
saying that's what I'm
Definitely on
saying.
the bench.
averaged 50 a game and could not win more than 2 rings.
Bro, it was 1 year he shot 68% from the field.
That
Like,
is
what?
monstrous.
That's nuts. It's not even like.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, yo, I have to look up these Wilt numbers because this is insane. Bro, his career average is 30. What in the hell?
Yeah.
His career rebound average is 22. What? It's 23, actually.
Dude,
This is
yeah.
madness.
Bro, his last year in the league, his field goal percentage was 72%.
Last year.
But his last year in the league is a lot more realistic. It's 13.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
the
was
thing
like-
about it
It's
is,
a
yeah,
lot
it is.
more realistic.
And
Very
what,
bad.
2K?
A part of me wants to believe it because in 61, 62, he was 7 foot whooping these white people. So I'm not even. It wouldn't surprise me if 7'1" Wilt Chamberlain was averaging 50 points against these white kids. I'm sorry. In 61,
This
62,
dude really
what?
expounding black excellence to the
Bro,
fullest.
I'm leaving the game. Everybody that played in the 61, 62 season had a side job. The NBA was not their main job. I promise you. There was mailmans. There was milk guys. They
There
owned the
was
store.
mechanics.
There was mechanics. Like, Wilt Chamberlain was the only full-time basketball player. The only full-time one. You feel me? So I don't know. I don't know how Wilt only wins 2 championships. I don't know what the hell that Philadelphia 76ers team was doing all them years. Like, that's crazy. Like, let me look. Let me see.
Playing
that.
with Rock, obviously.
Man, the year he averaged 50. What is it? It's 50. They got eliminated in the Eastern Conference Finals. They won 49 and 31.
Bro, you know, mad if I drop 50 points a game and my team lets us lose.
Man, they only have
somebody
stats,
gotta fight
bruh.
me.
They only have stats for Wilt in for the 61-62 season. They got
Not
Paul
like-
Iverson. He doesn't have any stats. Tom Mesky has no stats. Al that's only Wilt. Wilt is the only one with stats. That makes no sense to me.
And
I'm
the
about to
crazy
look
thing
up-
is,
I'm
like,
about to look
Wilt.
up another team.
The crazy thing is, Wilt was good at football too. He could have been a wide receiver.
And
Man,
track.
no. Man, no. 7 foot
So
eight.
you-
Obviously.
basically just an
Dude was a
athlete.
unicorn.
They said he's
Dude
good at
was a
track, too.
unicorn.
Yeah,
he was good at track
He was a
too.
hurdler.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, he's 7'2". Why not be a hurler?
To be
Bro,
honest.
1 year he
7-1.
averaged 44.8. These are 2K numbers.
But what was Bill
44.8.
Russell averaging during this era?
I have to look. That's
I don't
a
even
good point,
know.
actually. That's a good point. Because the Bill is a stud though. Bill is certified. What was Bill Russell averaging in these times? Bill Russell. Because they played at the same time too.
Yeah, there was like rivals.
Yeah.
That was like I think it was like the original Lakers, Celtics.
Yeah.
Celtics.
Yeah, I think your Celtics. Yeah, it
But
was.
it just blows me how Bill can win 11 damn chips and you only won 2. That is just mind boggling. And you
I
put
think
up
Bill's
50.
team was really good though at that time. I think he had
Yeah,
like,
they were. They
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
crazy.
Bill's numbers aren't even crazy from scoring. His highest career scoring output is 18.9. And
So
that's
okay,
the
so
same-
either
and
What was
that's
his
the same-
rebounds?
bro,
that's a
the same
testament
year-
to that not Bill Russell. That's a testament to that what's the name was just that cold. Wilt was that cold where he was able to carry a scrub team, or it's just
saying.
that, like Wilt was just stat padding at that point. Honestly,
At that point,
Bro.
but the rebound numbers are consistent. They said the rebound numbers I think are realistic for that era because they said Bill was averaging 23.6 a game.
Well,
Bill
yeah.
averaged 20 plus rebounds damn near his entire career.
But I think the Celtics always had like a shooting squad though. They
Okay,
always
really?
had a I think they always had a shooting squad to be
Bro,
honest.
this man won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He won 8 in a row. Jesus Christ.
I think he won what
He won
12 total or 11.
He 11. He won 8 chips in a row.
Because
why don't we
Celtics,
talk
the
about this
Celtics,
enough?
the Celtics always been like
My
the fundamental
God.
team before the Spurs.
This is demonic. They used to blow the hell out the Lakers. They used to beat the Lakers 4-1, 4-3. Warriors made a championship. When the hell did the Warriors make a championship in the 64 season? That's crazy. That's crazy. That is madness.
Guys, what's going
Man.
on? It's been an hour. We're doing basketball for hours, so I feel like it's the next.
We're going to push it to football.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, push it, slide it.
All right. Well, push it to football. On the NBA, after the NBA. The NFL draft happened. We didn't talk about it because Corona.
We
Coronavirus.
actually did talk about it.
We
We actually did talk about it.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. But technically we did. We did a preview, and I even fifth quarter. Even if you follow us on Twitter, we even dropped the. It was really my mock draft, but I can say it's the fifth quarter mock draft. It was my mock draft. It was my personal mock draft. But we had a lot of those picks going. I actually didn't have Chase Young going second. I got butchered for that. Actually, I got killed for that.
Slaughtered.
Everybody,
bro,
I'm talking about everybody was.
Everybody was on you.
Why would Chase Young not go second? I'm like,
they already. I imagine who mock drafted.
But I mean, for the most, yo, that was funny when Steven said, "I know this is Vic's mock draft." I was like, "Bruh, really?" I just think Jeff Okudah is really a once in a generation corner.
Right, I think he's like honestly, I thought you could have went wrong. Either way you went, you wouldn't have been wrong. That was my
opinion. They need front seven help, so you can take, and they need DB help, and then for sure, the Redskins need DB help badly.
Especially after they gave up Josh Norman.
Oh, they need, and they give up Dunbar. They need DB help intensely.
Well, they gave up Dunbar. I didn't even know they gave up Dunbar.
Yes, they sent Dunbar to the Seahawks. And Dunbar didn't want to be there no more.
Dunbar
had one of his best seasons in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
I think he had a what's it called? A pro football rating of an 86, 85. Like, I'm talking about, he was in it.
I really didn't know that. I did not know they gave him up. They gave him in free agency, or they traded him.
I think either they traded him or they just cut him. Dunbar really didn't want to be there. He was on. It was worse than Trent Williams. Like, it was very much so worse than Trent Williams. Like, Trent Williams didn't want to be there, but it was like, all right, for sure he doesn't want to be there.
They butchered the Trent Richardson shit.
They really did.
Because like they could have got a first round pick for him.
Blew it. Ooh, and they needed it too. This wasn't a big corner class after Jeff Okudah. There was an intense drop-offs, but it wasn't a bad corner class by any means. Like, by no means was it a bad corner class. It was a very solid corner.
You had the Jags reach for CJ Anderson? Or CJ I forgot his last name. CJ Henderson.
Yeah.
Henderson?
Yeah.
I mean, the Redskins could have did that. Like, the Redskins could have made a lot of plays work. Like, you hear me? Like, the drop-off wasn't OC, but the drop-off was just OC because it was Jeff Okudah is like, wow. And then everybody was like, he's good. Jeff Okudah, like, off of film, he was like, wow. Like, wow.
Man.
Like, man, this kid's nice. Everybody else was like, nah, this is a good football. This is a good football player. And I just felt like the Redskins needed more than defensive line. They already have a pretty stacked defensive line. Deron Payne, another guy from Alabama, I can't remember his name at this moment.
Oh, Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan Allen. They still have Kerrigan coming off the edge. Kerrigan had a double-digit sack.
Kerrigan, nice.
Adam Kerrigan might be the most underrated pass rusher in all of the NFL. He's been a double sack guy for the last 6 years.
Ryan Kerrigan?
Yes, he's been a double sack guy for the last 6 years. He's going to give you another double sack guy until he's 35 and retires.
Hall of Famer?
Kerrigan, Hall of very, very good. Hall of very, very good.
I can see that.
Hall of very, very good. He's not going to make the Hall, though. He's
laptop definitely crashed.
Who?
Oh,
I said my laptop had crashed.
Oh, oh, you're on the phone now?
No, I'm on my laptop. What the hell?
Okay, your laptop just
you're still diddy bopping.
Well, yeah, like, he's just in the Hall of very good. So I didn't think that defensive line or even pass rusher was a need for them. They don't even run the scheme to fit. Like, I mean, Chase Young is technically an all-scheme guy. He can play 3-4, 4-3. He can play nose if you want him to play nose, honestly. He could do it. I don't think he fits all that nose, but he could do it. But I feel he's more of a 4-3 end. He's very – Ohio State was a 4-3, so he's very much a 4-3 end. So, but both the Bosas were 4-3 ends in Ohio State, and they were well in the 3-4.
To be fair, though, what's the name? What's the new coach's name? Ron Rivera. Yeah, he's actually really versatile with his
Yeah, he is. Because Carolina runs a lot of 34-43. They do. They run a lot.
They like switch around like a lot.
They switch around a lot. That's a good point. So Ron Rivera is probably gonna have him do both. Because Carolina would have Shaq Thomas be weak side backer and then play the second middle linebacker, the third, fourth. So they had Luke play strong side and then have Luke play inside line. So like they can do it. So I'm not disputing that. I just felt like a more pressing need for the Redskins was secondary. Because you can always find decent to above average defensive linemen in the NFL. You know what I mean? Once you get to that level, it's not one of those positions where it's at a premium. It's very much an influx of really good defensive linemen or just solid. You know what I mean? You can always find guys to get the job done. The Redskins did have a mediocre pass rush, so I can see why. And then it's also one of the rare cases where it's BPA and best player available. It's BPA and team need. Like it was very much we need this guy and he's the best player available on our board, so take him. I don't know how much to sold on Dwayne Haskins. Their offense is actually really special. I like the hell out their receiving core. The Redskins have a really good receiving core.
I'm a big fan of what's that dude's name? The dude from Ohio State, Scary Terry. I'm a really big fan of him.
Terry McLaughlin or whatever.
I'm a huge fan of Scary Terry.
Like they have a really solid receiving core. They picked up some guys in the draft too. Like
they picked up a running back too, right? Am I wrong?
Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they picked up Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson is a stud. Oh my God, Antonio Gibson. I think I sent his tape to the fifth quarter chat. He's a poor man's Christian McCaffrey. Point blank period.
It's crazy. I was telling Frankie, I was like, honestly, like how I wouldn't say how good the roster is because I don't think the Redskins are that great of a roster, but like it's we're wrong with Vera. I think he can make it a decent team.
Make that team a lot better than what
you know what I'm saying. I'm really scared the Giants are literally gonna like win with like 2 games. Like they're going outside this season.
They did a doozy picking Thomas with that pick. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The foundation is nice. Like we're building a nice foundation. But besides that,
Thomas was not the best offensive lineman.
Andrew Thomas is a great player. Honestly, I feel like that was a great. I was happy.
No, man.
As a fan, he was happy.
I was not a fan of that pick by any means.
I was shook by my first pick.
I was a bigger fan of the Xavier McKinney pick though. That was like a steal. I was elated. Xavier McKinney.
Oh, that Xavier McKinney pick was a steal out of left field. Didn't see that coming nowhere. I didn't think he dropped that low. So like on my mock, I had the Giants taking Jarrett Willis because I thought in everybody's mind he was by far the best tackle.
I thought that's who would get too, but I wasn't really complaining on.
He didn't. But then he fell to Cleveland, bro. Cleveland had an insane draft again.
Bro, the way Cleveland turned their program around like within like 1 year.
Cleveland had an insane draft again. It's the second year. This is like the third year they've done this.
Bro, Andrew Berry,
really good draft.
Andrew Berry.
Bro, they got a Grant Delpit in the second. How?
Hey. I don't know, but they definitely
Andrew Berry, man, all you gotta say.
2 over there. I mean, LSU number 2 over there.
They turned in, bro. Cleveland had an insanely good draft.
If Baker sucks this year,
get him out of there. Get him out of there. I don't like
Baker
him.
might be a bust. There's no excuse. There is no excuse for Baker being bad this year at all.
At all.
Like Baker should at least throw 30 touchdowns. I can deal with 15 interceptions if you throw 30. Like I mean, like I can honestly deal with it. Like I can deal with if you throw 15 interceptions, you better throw 30 touchdowns. Like,
so basically,
I'm serious. So they took Jarrett Willis in the first round. Amazing, solid pick. Heavy hitter pick. Grant Delpit at 44 is an A+++++ slam dunk pick. For him to fall that low is actually crazy. I did think Grant Delpit would be a day 2 guy, but not that low of a day 2 guy. Like I thought that Grant Delpit was gonna go with the first 5 picks. I mean, especially with the Jaguars. I thought the Jaguars were gonna swoop Grant Delpit up immediately. But they didn't. And
the Jaguars got a complete rebuild they're doing right now.
I don't know what they want to do with their lives. I don't even think they're sold on Gardner. I'm not.
I'm be completely honest.
I don't know.
Like as like a fan of just football, like yeah, like he's a cool player, but as like just really like breaking down like him as a player.
I don't know.
Someone here breaking dishes and stuff.
Yeah, but someone is. It might be Ed, honestly. Then Cleveland won the
what did you say?
You
dishes.
dropped that dish. You dropped that dish.
You know your mom going to help you.
Oh, okay.
What?
They took Jordan Elliott from Missouri in the what's it called in the 3rd round. He's essentially what Larry Ogunjobi is. He's a very not skinny, but he's a light, small. Like if you know what Larry Ogunjobi does for Cleveland, then you know what I'm talking about. He's just Larry Ogunjobi 2.0. That's the best way I can describe it. Larry Ogunjobi is a rotational passer that's going to give you 6 sacks. Jordan Elliott is that too, and you can never have enough of those guys. Like you need as many of those guys as possible, especially if injuries happen. Like that's another great pick. Jacob Phillips, who I actually thought Baltimore, if we didn't get Queen, would take. Because he's
Bro, talk about
essentially,
Baltimore's draft, bro. Because that,
bro,
like,
let
that was
me, bro, here with it. So, but Jordan Phillips is essentially a poor man's Patrick Queen. Super fast. Oh my God, that LSU linebacker core last year was just fly to the football, screw gaps. It was literally screw gaps. Like, we're not even reading gaps. A ball move, you flow with it. Screw gaps. There was no gap.
Oh, it's about that
Like,
picture.
even on film, it didn't look like they were reading gaps. It looked like they were just throwing the
Hey,
goddamn
ain't gonna
football.
cap. I was disappointed with the Saints. We didn't pick him up. I was so disappointed.
Bruh, but
we got what we needed.
Man, Jacob Phillips, if he doesn't play, he's a super special team guy. He can take over Christian Kirksey and do work. Oh, bruh, another amazing pick. They took Harrison Bryant, which was the second best tight end in the class. You could even, I didn't think that he was going to drop that low though. Because technically people said he was better than the guy the Bears took. I don't see it, but I can see it. He's a flex tight end. He's not Travis Kelce, but he can do that type of play. And then I don't know who their center is. I don't know who Nick Harris is. And then they took Donovan Peoples-Jones from Michigan in the 6th round. Crazy.
I like that. Pick.
Crazy. I don't even know how they made that work.
Because they re-signed what's that dude's name?
Hollywood.
Hollywood. They re-signed him. So I like that pick.
They re-signed him, and then they get Donovan Peoples-Jones, which is insane. So that receiving core is rock solid, and he has to learn between Odell and Jarvis. Bro, he's gonna do work.
That division is gonna be crazy.
Ooh, that's gonna be a hard work. You guys want to hear me talk about Baltimore? Our draft class was pretty. I don't want to say it was underwhelming. I liked it.
Bro, that was probably one of the best drafts I've honestly seen.
We could have got a little bit more bang for our buck in the later rounds. After round 2, we could have got a little bit more bang for our buck. I did like the Duvernay pick. I didn't really care for it, but I liked it. I got used to it. It grew on me.
You weren't a fan of the J.K. Dobbins pick?
I love the J.K. Dobbins pick. Actually, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do in our backfield now because Justice Hill is nice. I thought Justice Hill was gonna get more carries. We still have Gus Edwards is still back there. Gus Edwards is great. And then we still have Mark Ingram. I don't know.
To be fair, Mark Ingram's getting older though, so actually the pick was really good. Really.
That
J.K. Dobbins is very, very versatile.
He gives me Ray Rice without the beatings, but he gives me Ray Rice with hands. It's literally it. He's Ray Rice with hands. Like he's cold as hell. Like Ray Rice in his prime with hands. That's the comp for me. And J.K. Dobbins wasn't even on my radar. Like, I actually thought that
I thought he was going to first.
Not even that. I
thought he was early in the first.
I thought honestly that kid from Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor, was a better running back. Just from eye test. I didn't really watch much running back from eye test. I thought Jonathan Taylor was the better running back. Mm-hmm. But nah, J.K. Dobbins, that pick caught me off guard. I was at work. I was looking. I was in the Ravens fans chat or whatever. I was like, huh? You got J.K. Dobbins? He declared? I thought that was the craziest thing. Thing ever. The Patrick Queen tweet. As soon as I realized all the guys that we wanted were going, I was like, Patrick Queen's gonna fall through. I did at 26 when I realized whatever team it was. I think when the Seahawks didn't. I can't remember what team it was. When like the Seahawks, I can't remember what team it was that picked before us. When they didn't take linebacker, I knew it was going to be Patrick Queen.
It was the Saints, wasn't it?
It was the Saints, yeah. When the Saints didn't get Patrick, that's what it was. When the Saints didn't get Patrick Queen,
that was crazy. That was really crazy to me.
Because linebacker is a need. Even though Anzalone is nice, linebacker is still a need.
Like just the fact that you didn't get the hometown kid, like literally everybody projected that was like
that was gonna happen. I don't know if I called it. Did I call it?
Then they're picking up offensive lineman, which was a huge need for us because that one got hurt.
I did call that. I called the Saints at 2014 Patrick Queen, and I called Baltimore and my draft taking Kenneth Murray because I thought he was the second guy out.
Isn't that how Drew Brees got hurt? Actually, like having a bad interior lineman and Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
that's exactly how he got hurt.
Killing him. So,
Aaron Donald getting so much pressure up the middle.
Instead, they drafted offensive line.
I mean, it wasn't a bad pick.
It wasn't. Yeah,
was that a bad pick? It was just shocking.
I just thought that Patrick King would go to the Saints because he should not have felt 20. He should not. Again, like I can't say anything enough about his film. Just speed. Like holy. Ooh, I'm talking about. You think Roquan Smith is fast? Go see Patrick Queen play. Jesus Christ, 4-5 guy, flow to the football. It's not even about reading up downs. It's not about reading pullers. Dude, you see ball, hit ball. Simple. Like it's very you see ball, hit ball. It's not like what's his name that played for Alabama. Can't stop getting in trouble. It's not like
Reuben Foster.
It's not like Ruben. Ruben is really fast, but he hits like Ruben. Like it's violent. It's not as loud as Ruben. It's like Ruben is a very loud, like big hitter. Not as loud and big hitters, but it is fast and it is flowing. And that was a great pick. They call him Ray Lewis Jr. I don't know about all that, but he can be the interior linebacker we need for generations. I didn't really care about our third round pick and from A&M. I didn't even look for film for that. I like the dude Renee pick. I'm not really a fan of his game, but supposedly he's never dropped a pass at Texas, so I'm all for it. And he's fast. And he's Tyler Murray's cousin, so I'm all for it. He comes from a solid football line. We got Malik Harrison, outside linebacker. This is just super depth. He played for Ohio State. I watched one game, and it was really just him picking off of what, like, they would triple Chase Young, and he would flash. That's what it is. That's all it was for Malik Harrison. He's not a bad player, though. But it's very much, it's super depth. It's super nice depth. It's very much a case of, man, Chase.
You know what we haven't talked about? I haven't even thought about them yet. Hey, Fazo, how do you feel about the Patriots draft?
Don't even.
I ain't trying to talk about it.
And then the James Prochet pick for us was fire. Oh, the James Prochet pick was fire. I love that Prochet pick so much. That's a good pick.
I mean,
because they didn't take a quarterback at all.
I'm not
even.
Just did him.
Yeah, I'm not even.
They drafted a D3 player in the first round.
Second.
I like the pick.
I mean,
a Division 3 player in the second round is crazy.
It's not a bad pick.
I love it. Cause all my D3 players out there, bro, keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Like, I understand. But it's like all his picks. I understand. Like, I understood all his picks, and I understand why we didn't pick up a quarterback. I was like, all right.
I don't understand that. I don't know how you understand that.
We're taking for Terrence Lawrence.
Bro, no.
But Bill Belichick's not taking. No,
he's
chance.
not taking. He hates losing.
But
Jordan hates losing. Bill Belichick hates losing.
Nah, he thinks that Strahan is going to hold it down. He got Hoyer that been a solid.
Stidham is not holding it down, bro.
But I'm be honest. All right, so the year Stidham came out, like that year in college, he was garbage, like pitiful. But the year before, if he was able to like come out, he most likely would have been a first round pick.
Yeah. Stidham at Baylor is horrible. No, Stidham at Baylor, he even said it himself. He said it at Baylor. He was the number one quarterback coming out of Texas. He hated it at Baylor. We went to Auburn, freaking ball out his mind.
And to be fair, you can't really blame me. Like I don't remember the last besides RG3, a quarterback from Baylor who was just dominated.
Baylor did have a good year last year, but still, Baylor was in a tough time when he was playing for They had the whole sexual allegation thing going on. Their coach had just left. Like it was a really bad time at Baylor. So I'm not surprised he had a horrible time at Baylor. And then your mind isn't even right. You go to Auburn, they win. All they do is freaking win. They might have a couple bad years, but they win. Their coach is an innovator on offense. Dude, he balls. So he's not a bad quarterback by any means. He got to sit behind Tom Brady, but still. But like Kyle Duggar isn't a bad pick, but that was their first pick in the draft. So it's like, but it's not a bad pick.
I understood
exactly what they need.
Exactly.
He does what Patrick Chung does, but he's faster. Literally, he does exactly what Patrick Chung does, but he's faster. That's exactly what. That's a Patriot pick. Patriot pick as hell. I don't know anything about Josh Etchie from Michigan. The Anthony Jennings pick is nice, though. I'm not going to hold you. That's a nice linebacker pick. To replace Hightower, to match with Hightower, that's a nice pick. That's a nice pick.
And to be honest, he just revamped his defense, which I'm happy, to be honest.
They took 2 tight ends in the third round, which is crazy to me. They took Dalton Keene from Virginia Tech. He was like the third or fourth best tight end in the draft. But I don't know why if you were going to take another tight end before him, but that's besides the point. They took a kicker in the 5th. They took a guard in the 6th. They took a tackle, another linebacker in the 7th. This was a very bad draft.
He's trying to revamp his defense. That's all I know.
Nah, bro. Their needs were definitely pass rusher. Their needs were linebacker, and their needs were receiver. And they didn't address. They addressed 2 of the 3. Not 1 of the 3 is that actually. Because I don't even think I consider Anthony Jennings a pass rusher. So they'll draft one of the three. That's not good. They lost Kyle Van Noy and Jamie Collins. That's not good. So I don't know if they're gonna convert Chung to be a hybrid or even convert one of the McCourty guys to be a hybrid, but it's not the I don't know, but it's not the best. It's not the best situation for them. Receiver is shot. Receiver is shot. I know they got Muhammad Sanu, and you can see they got some.
Nikhil Harry. I mean, they probably feel like Nikhil Harry.
They probably
another season.
Yeah.
Nikhil,
That's what I'm saying.
Nikhil hasn't flashed at all. I like him coming out of Arizona, but the biggest problem with him coming out, and I knew it, was separation. He hasn't separated, so he hasn't figured out the problem that he struggled with. He was so good at everything else that he was a first-round pick, which I agree, and he would have been the best receiver in the draft. He can't separate, but he cannot separate. Like, he cannot separate. Against elite DB talent, he cannot separate. Even against good DB talent, he cannot separate. And I don't know, I cannot stress this enough, but if you go and watch his film, even at college and in the NFL, when he's on the field, he cannot separate. It is so bad that it's like, God, like, why did they take you in the first? Like, I see why they took you in the first, but he cannot separate.
No, I kind of know, because they could have got AJ Brown. I'm be honest.
He can separate.
And I could have told you from the jump AJ Brown was gonna be a stud.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
But like Julian Edelman can separate. Nikhil cannot. It's crazy. They have most of who can separate. So I don't know if they're gonna play Nikhil on the outside or in the slot. I don't know what they want to do. So the receiving core isn't the best, but they lost Phillips Dorsett, so they don't have that over top presence anymore. And then tight end, we know tight end is screwed. Tight end is very much screwed. I don't know what they do.
Bill Belichick.
They took two guys at tight end, so I mean.
You know, Bill Belichick, he's not just doing this to lose, honestly. There's method to the madness.
Yeah, he has. It's something going on in his mind, and I ain't finna.
I don't want to know what's going on.
I ain't finna hop.
I don't want to know what's going on. I would have loved if they took
I want to
Jake
know.
Fromm. I would have loved if they took Jake Fromm. I really would have loved if they took.
I would have loved if they picked up Cam Newton.
Man, I don't know what. They probably will. I don't know, man. Maybe they have a plan. I don't know, bro.
Our cap room, nah.
Did he just turn 31?
Cam
Newton's a free agent though. Cam Newton, you can restructure his contract.
Cam is still one of the best quarterbacks.
Just 1 million a cap.
At the worst, Cam is a tier 2. At the worst.
You can't tell me nothing better than Jarrett Stidham from what we seen last year.
Oh yes. Oh, please.
Of course.
But you never know. Hey, look. What's his name? Bill Belichick already has nicknames for Jarrett Stidham, so you never know. He calls him Stid, so you never know. He really might actually be pretty good.
Who knows, man? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the GM head coach guys. You work the GM and head coach when it comes to drafting. I don't know. Bill is one of the few guys that's made it work, but even Bill is he be having some duds, man.
Bill's never been a great drafter, honestly.
It's not a good drafter for him.
Beyond.
I mean, this was a good draft in general. This was a very good draft. There were some really nice players.
Like all the way to like the 5th round, you were still seeing guys that were like, you were like, yo.
Like that Crochet pick is so fire. Oh my god.
That was an amazing pick. I don't know how he fell so low.
The Donovan People-Jones pick, great pick. Like these are really good picks. And I really hard to say the Saints didn't have a bad draft class. I'm just speaking on everybody's team that's in the chat. Saints didn't have a bad draft class. Just kind of surprised they didn't take the number one guy that was on everybody's board that I thought they would take. That's a super need. They need linebacker bad. I don't know why.
We gotta protect our money maker.
Linebacker back.
We gotta protect our money maker.
They prioritize an aging quarterback over linebacker, which was a need.
Well, it's not a desperate need.
But I even said Cesar Ruiz was by far the best center in the class. It wasn't even close. Nobody was better. I mean, by far was the best center in the class. And the Saints took him to protect that interior, that area. But Cesar Ruiz is not holding Aaron Donald. Nobody's holding Aaron Donald.
Well, I mean, Aaron Donald gets double teamed by every team. So I mean, that's besides the point.
But unless they plan on. You feel me? Unless they really plan, you guys only pick 4 players. But unless y'all plan on like getting, I mean, you guys did run back and take Zach Baum in the 3rd round, which is cool. He was a really nice linebacker. But Patrick Queen, I don't know. I'm not against it, but I just don't see it why you would do it for Drew. Like, I guess if you're thinking future, you want to get another quarterback, sure. But like that pick was definitely made for the case of Drew Brees. Like that was definitely like, hey, let's get Drew Brees help on the offensive line. That was not a future-esque pick. Like Patrick Queen, you're thinking of the future. You get an offensive lineman for Drew, you're thinking of Drew. You're definitely thinking of Drew. And then you have a quarterback in the 7th round. I don't know anything about the guy, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do.
I don't.
I don't know anything about the guy. The Giants, I already brushed on their class. I thought they had a really bad class. I thought their draft class was not a really bad, but just not an impressive draft class. I think
the Giants, I would have on a grade level, I probably would have gave him like a B plus. Wasn't bad, wasn't great, but it was.
The Xavier McKinney pick makes up for it a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot. The Xavier McKinney pick makes up for it a lot. Other than that, I wasn't really impressed. I like the Cam Brown pick in the 6th. I thought Cam Brown is a solid linebacker. I didn't think he was anything special. I think he's a very solid special teamer. We can start there. He's an extremely solid special teamer.
I mean, to be fair though, what's the dude name? Joe Judge. He came from special teams, so
yeah, true.
Like they took, I think, like 3 or 4 linebackers in the 2nd round. I mean,
that's what Bill Belichick prides himself on. Like honestly, like that's like a small facet to the game. But it's so important, special teams.
Special team is super important. And, like, they drafted 3 linebackers in the 7th. I'm looking at it right now. They drafted 3 linebackers, 4 linebackers late, 6th and 7th round. So, and they're all pretty decent special teams. Like,
in free agency, we signed Blake Martinez. So.
Oh, yeah, kills.
Yeah.
Carter Conklin from Minnesota is also a really solid linebacker. I like him in Minnesota a lot. I got a chance to watch a lot of Minnesota games when they were, like, undefeated. He's not a true, like, I know why they want to play him too. Like he's not a true outside linebacker, but he can do it. And they run do y'all run a 34 or 4-3?
We run a 3-4.
3-4? Okay, so he can do it, but it's not efficient. I prefer him to really be an inside guy. But it's really not even an ideal fit. But he did work at Minnesota. He was like the number 1 guy playing at that linebacker position, and he's going to be another good special teamer. But that Cam Brown pick for sure. I know for a fact is super special teams. That's like 100% special teams, like 100% special teams. But I didn't think they had a good draft anyway. I was kind of surprised they didn't get any more weapons for your guy. You got some protection for him.
Darius Slayton is a stud. That's really? What that tells me.
He flashed a lot, man.
That's what that tells me.
Hollywood. I guess that's what they're saying essentially. Yeah, better season in Hollywood. So I guess that's what they're banking on.
That's exactly what that draft told me. The draft told me they're comfortable with what's the name? Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, Saquon. I mean, like it looks good on paper, but obviously
it looks good. It really does. Like
I thought we could have done some good with another receiver, but
that's what I thought. I thought at one point
at least some type of like receiver help, but
if they don't get Xavier McKinney at that spot, that's a terrible draft. Really, it really is a bad draft. Xavier McKinney makes up for it a lot because he was not supposed to drop that low and he was not supposed to fall to the Giants. I had him going.
That was an amazing pick.
I had him.
Hey, what's the name? Nick Saban gave the head nod to Joe Judge. He said he's gonna be a great coach. He said Xavier McKinney is gonna be a complete seamless fit. Like he's not even finna look any different. So I'm happy, man. All around, I'm excited.
It's a solid pick. Him and Jabril Peppers in that back in the secondary. That's a shot.
Talk about athletes.
Woo! I'm talking about you got dudes that just jump, fly. They do backflips like dog. Good luck throwing it. Good luck throwing 9 routes against my boy. You know what I mean? Good luck trying to run it too, because they get a little bit more physical on that back end with Xavier McKinney. Even though Xavier McKinney isn't as physical as I would like him to be. I think he's too big not to be extremely physical. He's not as physical as I like.
And what's the name? Our front sevens. It's still trash. I feel like on linebacker we're still kind of trash. It's defensive line. Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence. It's solid. We could definitely use some more depth though. That's a fact.
You guys don't have any linebackers, no. Lorenzo Carter, but he's a passer.
Because I feel like Blake Martinez is good, but I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't think he's like.
With Luke, this is crazy. This is how people don't realize how much of a monopoly Luke had over the linebacker for. Luke and Bobby Wagner. With Luke retiring, Blake Martinez shoots up to a tier 1 linebacker. I hope you know that. Like, Blake Martinez is now a tier 1 linebacker with Luke retiring.
But see, I wouldn't say tier 1 because the thing that Blake Martinez misses is coverage. He's terrible in coverage.
He's terrible in coverage.
Yeah, that's true.
Very bad.
Well, the 49ers made him probably look like one of a scrub.
He works. Hey, yo. I'm talking about they game planned against them, for real. They really did their job with the game plan. But, even then, his gap filling is so good that it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, he's a tackling
one of those guys. He's a tackling monster. Oh, my God. But again, with Luke retiring, he shoots up to tier 1. Like, there's only like 4 linebackers in tier 1, and he's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at least to me personally, from what I see, Blake Martinez is a tier 1 linebacker. He's not good at coverage, but it's fine. When you tackle like that, when you fill gaps like how he fills gaps, you're a tier 1 linebacker. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Honestly,
baby.
Hey, bro, I could talk about football players and how good they are for days. Y'all know me, for real.
Hey, I feel it.
For real. But we can do the segment I was talking about. Let's start talking about the Zeke thing.
Oh my God. All right, I'm here.
Bro.
I'm here.
Oh, God.
So we had a conversation. They sent a picture in the chat. It was like, who would you prefer, player 1 or player B? Player 1 and player B were both blurred. We didn't know who they were. Player 1 had a specific set of stats. Player 2 had a specific set of stats. Player, what was it? Player, whatever order. They were both. It was between Zeke and Nick Chubb. Me and Mark picked Nick Chubb. The Quaylen, fifth quarter member, shout out DQ, picked Zeke, and he was stuck on the touchdowns. And we were like, that touchdowns don't mean anything for running backs, honestly. Like Aaron Jones had 16, and he didn't even get a Pro Bowl nod. He didn't even get all Pro nod. Didn't get nothing. They said, hey, solid season, bro. That was it. He didn't get nothing. And we then had a discussion on Twitter with a couple people, Steven included. Steven, your takes are horrible, by the way. I don't know if you're watching, but just letting you know your takes are horrible. Awful.
Oh, my.
We then had a discussion about would you prefer Zeke or Nick Chubb this prior season. Not overall career, no. For this prior season. And they kept
basically
saying
ranking
Zeke.
them going into this next season.
Like,
based off of last season.
Yes, we're ranking running backs. And I said your top 5, the top 4 guys ahead of Zeke would be Dalvin, CMC, Chubb, and what's his name?
I think Zeke was fifth.
And Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah.
Those are the 4
And
guys
no means, let me clarify. No means does that mean that Nick Chubb has had a better career. Does that mean he's just a better all-around running back based off of last year?
Last year,
Nick Chubb
and
was a better running back.
This is a lot of eye tests too. This is a lot of eye tests. This is a lot of eye tests. There's really no film in this, honestly. It's more eye tests. From what I saw, those 4 guys, when I watched them play, I was like, wow, them boys are not. When I watched Zeke play, Zeke. It's cool. Zeke. Zeke's longest run last year was 33 yards. You know what Nick Chubb was? 88. He's a home run back. He goes the distance.
And for everybody who hates on Nick Chubb, they have never watched a Cleveland game. I guarantee.
Never watched it. Not with that piss poor offensive line.
I can't. I ain't gonna say nothing then, cause
Bruh, you gonna tell me.
Continue.
I'm just saying.
That Browns team is pitiful.
That offensive line is not good enough for Nick Chubb to be running for no 1,000 yards, bro. I'm sorry, and he did it.
It's actually like not even the fact that he ran for 1,000. All right, so running for 1,000, that was amazing. The fact that he was leading the league in rushing
for a while,
like that is he led the league in rushing until literally the last play of the season when Derrick Henry ran for like 60 yards.
60 yards, like for real.
That was incredible.
Like with that mediocre offensive line that didn't know how to pass protect for Baker, that didn't know how to zone block, like that same Freddie Kitchens offensive line, Chubb made 1,000 for that. Zeke probably does it too, but again, that's no knock on Zeke. I'm just telling you that Chubb is on Zeke's level. They were talking like Chubb can hold a candle to Zeke, and I just thought that was crazy. And I don't think anyone should discredit the good year that Nick Chubb had. Nick Chubb had an extremely good year, and he would have did more if it wasn't for Freddie Kitchens and his idiocracy and his refusal to run the damn ball. He wanted to throw with Baker so bad and show everybody that he's the offensive coordinator. Like, no, bro, no. Please, Rasp. Rasp.
Either way goes, I'm choosing Zeke if you're gonna.
All right, goodbye. What do you even know about running backs? Please.
What do you? All right, no much as you know. All right, continue.
Please. Anyway, I'm gonna do a quick. We're gonna do the quick segment. End it. It's player comps. It's the NFL. I'm gonna read it off to you guys. It's in the chat too. It's those 2 that I sent. It's in the chat. But I'm gonna read it off for everybody to know. It's who's better. It's who had a better first 2 seasons. This is the one Mark struggled with. Player 1 had 7,874 yards, 52 touchdowns, 43 interceptions, 59.3 completion percentage, and 80.6 passer rate. Player 2 had 58,000. Jesus, Victor, math. 5,889 passing yards, 36 passing touchdowns, 26 interceptions, 59.9 completion percentage, and an 81.1% quarterback rate. Who are you picking?
All right, like I said, all right. So the touchdowns, 50 touchdowns in a season is really incredible, honestly.
First 2 seasons.
Well, 2 seasons. First 2 seasons.
Yeah. Look at them picks, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know, bro. Looking at player 2, 36 touchdowns in 2 seasons is actually pretty bad.
It's very bad.
Splitting it
You
half.
should be a game manager though.
Both are first round picks. Both are first round picks.
I'm gonna go left.
You're going play one?
I'm going left.
I'm
going left also because you can always work on your picks.
Look, 20 touchdowns in a season, like 20 picks in a season, it's bad. But I can live with, honestly.
Exactly.
Having 36 touchdowns in 2 seasons.
Exactly.
That's different between winning and losing to me. So I mean,
20 touchdowns in a season, interceptions in the season is bad, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's
bad.
different between winning and losing, literally.
Honestly, it is. That's how Jameis got cut for 30 interceptions. It's bad. It's very bad.
I mean, like just 30. I mean, like the 36 touchdowns, they had to have a running game for them to.
No, bro, Faisal, who you picking? Mike said, no, Mike.
I'm going left. I said left.
So, Mike, who you picking? Left or right?
I'm going right.
All right. Mike said player 2, Faisal, and Mark said player 1. To tell you, player 1 is drum roll. No drum roll. Player 1 is rookie Peyton Manning, and player 2 is Sam Darnold. So if you pick player 1, you my friend, no football. That's what it was. It was between Peyton and Sam. And which is actually crazy. I didn't even know Sam Darnold threw that least amount of touchdowns, honestly. But I didn't. But
he
missed
missed a lot of games.
Yeah, that's true. He did.
Yeah, bro, get mono.
Yeah, that's an important factor. Actually,
I think he missed 3 games actually.
No, I thought it was a whole month worth. It was like 6 or 8 weeks worth of football.
It was about like 4 or 5. It had to be because he had mono for a minute.
And an insane minute, like for real. All right, I'm gonna give you a different one. That's all right. I can't give y'all another Sam Darnold one. Can't do that. That's a no.
Well, I chose Sam Darnold over Peyton Manning. I feel horrible.
Yeah,
see,
bro.
I want to see.
That's crazy. Hey,
bro, we go off his stats though. Fuck the name.
No, I saw that 52 and I saw the 43. And I remember that like Peyton did. He did wild out. His first year was bad. Ooh, he did wild out.
I think they went 2-14, and then Peyton's first couple years was kind of tough. Figured it out though.
It was not all Sam Darnold's
He
fault.
sure did.
That's all.
It's not. It's a little bit of Adam Gase too. But we know. I don't want to get another Adam Gase rant. I've done it before.
I've never been a Sam Darnold fan, so
I'm not
either.
I love Sam actually. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I just think the system he plays in does not play to his ability.
No, it don't.
It does not. They want that man to throw it deep. That boy is not a deep baller. Please, just stick to intermediates and shorts. They want Sam to throw it deep so bad. And I'm just like, dog. You know how many deep shots they've taken to Corey Anderson? He can hit it, though, which is crazy. Sam Darnold has a really good deep accuracy. He doesn't have like, an extremely talented arm to, like, zip it in there. Like, you feel me? He doesn't have a Pat Mahomes arm to throw consistent deep balls. You feel me? So I don't know. Adam Gase just irritates me. I don't want to talk about it. Adam Gase is a joke of a coach. Like, joke of a coach. I know high school coaches that would be better than Adam Gase. Truly. I really do. He's still riding off the 2016 coattails of Peyton Manning, and I really hate it. I really do. And I don't want to get in the rant. But anyway, another who's better. Player 1 on the left side. Player 1 threw 30. This is for this past season. Player 1 threw 3,271 yards, 21 touchdowns, six interceptions. Hey, 6. This is the last. 6 interceptions, 60% completion rating, and a 91.2 passer rating. Player 2,
I know who the left one is.
Oh God, please don't keep these up. Player 2 threw 30,000 yards. 3,000 yards flat. It might as well be 3,000 yards. 3,000 yards flat, 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 61.9 completion percentage, and an 87.7 completion rating. Who are you taking? I'll send a screenshot. I don't know if it's already in the chat, but I'll send a screenshot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
So y'all can see the stats. I don't know if it's already in the chat. Oh, it is already in the chat. Yeah, it's already in the chat.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna y'all say first. 'Cause I'm scared to pick.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it's actually
it might as well be. It's the same S type of player. Since I know it, I won't say who I want, but
I feel like the right is Daniel Jones. I'm be honest.
It looks like
he's such
I think that is.
It is.
I think that really is.
It is.
The right is that Haskins?
No, it's Daniel Jones on the right. So whoever it's either Daniel Jones or whoever's on the left. Daniel Jones.
I'm gonna critique my guy. My guy fumbles the ball a lot more.
They're both rookies.
I'm gonna go Daniel.
My guy coughs the ball up and fumbles a lot. So I'm gonna say I'm going with the left.
Left. So who are you going with, Faze, though?
Hold on.
Left?
Yeah, based off of last season, I'm going left.
It's all 2019, so both rookies.
Oh, they both rookies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, it has to. No, it's not?
No.
Who are the rookies?
Bro. Just left or right. It's either left or Daniel Jones.
Left or everybody's talking about the left.
That's Gardner Minshew.
God damn it, Mark.
It
was Gardner. Yeah, it's Gardner. So it's either you're going Daniel Jones or Gardner Minshew. Not going to hold.
But they both fumble the ball a
lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going D Jones.
I'm going Daniel Jones. Even off of staff, I'm going Daniel Jones, honestly.
Thank you. I didn't want to feel retarded picking him.
Let me give you another one.
Yeah,
let me give you one that's gonna piss a lot of Cowboys fans off. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh
sure.
Lord!
That's exactly what we're
Watch
gonna
one
do.
will be a Mark Cooper, and the other one will be
right
somebody
now,
else.
The quarterback is Dak. One of the quarterbacks is Dak.
Oh Lord!
And he led the league in passing, so it's almost obvious, 49,000 yards for Dak, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 65.1 completion percentage, and 99.7 passer rating. That is Dak. The player he is going up against threw 36,000 yards. Not 36,000. Jeez, I keep making that mistake. How? 3,603 yards, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, a 69.9 completion percentage, and a 107 QBR. Who are you going Dak for player two?
Wait, hold on. Say that again. Hold on. That's not. Send it in the chat. Send it in the chat. Yeah, send it in the chat.
We have a whole group chat.
I gotta see the numbers in front of me, bro.
Oh God, that's what I'm about to say.
That's what I said. We need to put the graphic up when we do this next time.
For sure.
Hey, like I said, next time we're gonna be prepared.
and then we're gonna do one. We're gonna do one running back one. I'm gonna see if I can get we're gonna do one running back one and one defensive line one, and that's gonna be it for the pod.
All right.
Here we go.
All right. So this is the one. The left one's Dak, right?
Of course, the left. Yeah, left is Dak.
Wait, you send it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I sent it.
The left is Dak.
I ain't seen it yet.
Right though.
You said it the fifth quarter?
Wait. Did they both get drafted the same year?
No.
Hold on, bro. I'm not seeing. Oh, there it goes.
No, just pick. Player one is Dak. Just pick.
Wait, what?
I'm not, bro. I know who the right is, bro.
Don't expose it. Don't expose it. Just who are you taking? Left or right? Left or right, bro?
How many teams does the one on the right play for?
I don't like right.
How many teams does the one on the right play for? That'll tell me if I'm right.
I'm gonna say 4.
4?
4. I'm gonna say 4. It's not 4, but I'm gonna say 4 to trip your brain up.
Oh,
it's not 4. It's not 4 at all.
I'm gonna be real, like
Dak or player 2.
I'm gonna go right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Dak. I don't like
Dak for that.
That's just being biased. I'm gonna just go right just because like number right has less interceptions, a better completion percentage. I mean, yeah, the yards are cool, but I mean, James Winston 5,000 yards.
Wise, yeah, it's better. I mean, Dak can get you yards, but I don't see him finishing games.
You're good. Good point.
I mean, he has the most.
Mike, who you going? Mike, who you going?
Fair.
Mike, left or Dak or right? Is Mike even here?
Mike, yeah.
Oh, okay, Mike left. But anyway,
I'm going right.
All right, so it's right. So you were then picking between Kirk Cousins and Dak Prescott. So thank you, Faison, for telling me and the world, and Mark also, for you picked right, for telling me that Kirk Cousins is better than Dak Prescott. That's all I want to know, bro. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I knew who the right was, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, because
I
knew
Cousins
it.
over
Dak. Yes, sir. All right.
The thing is, I ain't gonna lie, Kirk Cousins started turning up at the end of the year because, god dang, they put a fire on his
All right, so this is actually gonna be the last one. This is running back. I actually love this one a lot. So we're gonna do player one, player two. Yes, yeah, I'm gonna read it off. Player one, yes, running back. Player one had 6 total touchdowns, 797 rushing yards, 4.7 yards an attempt, 533 receiving yards, and 6.3 yards after the catch. And then player two had 6 total touchdowns, 808 rushing yards, 818 rushing yards, 4.6 yards an attempt, 509 receiving yards, and a 10.2 yard after the catch. Who is the better running back?
It's loading for me. Hold on, it's loading.
Who is the better running back? Off muscle. Off muscle. I don't think y'all gonna know who these guys are. I know y'all will know once I say it, but I don't think y'all know who's behind the screen unless you go on the site that I'm looking off.
I'm gonna go right.
Right? Really? Ooh.
I'm gonna go right. Just based off of the yards at the receiving. That's great. I mean, like every time you catch it, you're getting 10 yards. That's incredible.
First down.
Yeah.
818. I mean, they have the same amount of touchdowns.
Yeah.
I wish they showed the carries, but it looks like I mean, from just the look of it,
I'm gonna go right.
It looks like he carries the ball like
right. Yeah, right looks like he's more all around.
I think left is. I don't know who left is.
I think I know who left is, but
I'm gonna go right though.
Right.
I'm going.
Is left Alvin?
No, left is
Left
is Todd, right?
Mike, who you saying?
I think right is Saquon.
Left or right?
No, I said right.
I'm going right.
I'm going right.
So Mike, you said right. Mark, you said right too.
Right. Yeah.
And then Faisal, what you saying?
I said right.
Right. All right. So it's between Alvin Kamara and Miles Sanders. So this proves my point that Miles Sanders low-key should have won Rookie of the Year. I don't think that. Even though Jacobs didn't have a solid year or whatever, Miles Sanders balled. But that was
incredible.
He is solid.
So Mike, you actually picked Miles Sanders over Alvin Kamara. So I don't know if as a Saints fan that makes you feel bad.
No, I don't. Because
Miles Sanders is really.
Miles Sanders like Mike has left the call.
I failed. I failed. That.
I mean,
hey, we should do. Hey, next week we need to do this, but like come up with our own.
I had
player A, player
players.
B.
I had 2 players.
A player what?
Like next week we need to come up with like our own like version of these. So like make your just look up 2 players you think that like their stats are like kind of comparable.
I already had my 2. I'm gonna just say for next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna do legends for this show. I'm gonna do legends for sure.
Nah.
There's a lot of
so we can like, hey, Mike, you think we can like send you like the stats? We won't send you the name. We just send you the stats and you like put in a graphic.
Yeah. I got it.
That's easy.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna do legends. I'm gonna catch y'all slipping. I want Frankie to
It's
be
gonna be crazy.
I want Frankie to be a part of it.
It wouldn't even be that hard to be honest, Mike. Both of us can do that.
Hey, we can ice it out.
It's gonna be good, bro.
A lot of players thinking they better. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna be exposing a lot of Cowboys great.
I'm like the whole it's gonna be like Tony Romo versus Dak.
You should have never made this a segment. You should have never did it. I'm about to make Cowboys fans sick.
I like this segment, bro.
Bro, really finna be childish.
About to see me act.
Bro, really finna be childish.
Hey, I promise you, as soon as I get off this call, I'm finna look up some.
I'm looking up some players.
I already got my
now,
2, so I'm not even worried about it.
I'm looking up some players right now. Stop playing.
I'll be bored at work. So I'm ready.
Man, I'm looking up some players right now. Stop playing. On me, stop playing. I think that's it though, guys. We had a whole how long you was called?
Almost 2 hours, bro.
Change? Yeah, 2 hours, not a full on 2 hour segment.
So I don't know who how do we like does this automatically go up to YouTube or
yeah, live.
I think
live.
So, yeah.
Do we have any viewers right now?
I have no idea. I cannot tell you, bro.
I do it on the next one, bro. I got you on the music, bro.
All right, for sure.
All right, but hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're back.
We never left.
Thank you, Mike, for putting us on this Skype. Faisal for also on this Skype. Vic for being a great co-host, man. Thank everybody who tuned in. Ed, shout out to Ed for being a basketball connoisseur, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all stay safe.
Yes, sir.